Hey guys, it's Lucas D. So if you're a new player out there and you haven't tried any totem builds yet, here's a build where you can use. It's a pretty universal build for totems, and it works very well and very simple for any new player out there. Now there are two main components that you use in this build, and the first component you'll use is a jewel called the Hidden Potential Jewel. Now this gives you 22% increased damage for every magic item you have equipped. So with this build, I started in the witch area. By the time I got to level 11, if I had a magic item equipped, and I had a few magic items equipped when I got to level 11, I could get 22% increased damage for every magic item I had equipped. So for you beginners out there, Hidden Potential Jewel, very good, very OP if you want something to boost your damage up straight away when you're doing a totem build. That's number one. Number two is, when you're a beginner, magic is a pain in the ass to actually have, and I feel that when you want to have a good build, a very quick build and get out of the danger, cast your spells up straight away, I still think blood magic is the way to go for totems. Now that's why I have linked up blood magic. As you'll notice, it's with spell totem and blade 4 totems. It doesn't have to be like that. You could use blood magic with your flame totem skill, and then you can have your support links, your support gems linked there as well. It's purely up to you. You can even have shockwave totem, whatever you want in your 5 link. Another good thing is, because it's a magic item, we can craft a 5 link pretty damn easy, and it's very cheap to do. You know, you can recraft it if you want, you know, with the alteration orbs. So, you know, magic item is a lot easier to craft than it is to craft a rare item. Very cheap, effective to use. Just remember blood magic if you want to cast your totems up and not have to worry about your mana. Another thing is, when you have flame dash, I pick flame dash. You can pick maybe lightning warp. I'd probably stay away from whirling blades, only because that you can't go up different layers and things like that. I found with whirling blades, and one of my recent rips was because of whirling blades. I couldn't get out of the danger zone because I was obstructed by a layer, and that's what caused my death with one of my recent characters. So flame dash, very handy to have. You just link it up with some blood magic, faster casting, flame dash, and you're good to go. You can just get out of danger pretty quickly. Just remember to cast it where you need to cast it, which is always good. Another thing is your auras. So because we're not going to be using our mana anymore, we're sweet. We can cast up our auras that give us our pure damage we want, or our defenses we want. It's purely up to you. I like to go damage. I always like to clear the mobs nice and fast. Because this is a physical damage totem build, we'll be using Herald of Ash, we'll be using Hatred, and I'll just chuck Herald of Ice on there also for a little bit of extra damage. Also, we do a little bit of cold damage in there, about 1,300 cold damage per blade layer, so just pretty good. And we use our curse. Now our curse, which is also linked over here, frostbite, to blood magic, so we can cast our curse whenever we cast our totems up. So cast our 2 totems, curse. If you got flame totems, just cast your 2 flame totems, and then you chuck your curse down, whatever it might be. Probably will be flame ability curse. Gives you that extra effect, which is pretty good as well.
Exile. Let us speak of death.
And then we go pretty straightforward build. Just whirl around, stay out of the danger. Damage is pretty good. I think with this level 77 character, we're doing almost 14,000 DPS. Once my flame Gone is casted up with my cast on damage taken gem. Should get at least 14,000 DPS, which is pretty good for a level 77 character. Especially when you haven't invested a lot of chaos in this build. Maybe you spent maybe maximum of 10 chaos for this build. I would not have spent any more than that. And as you can see, guys, clear speed's pretty damn good. Don't have to worry about my mana, so I can just keep going wherever I want to. Blue mobs, not a problem. Something dropped over here. Okay, another Chaos Orb. Pretty much got most of my currency ready to do another build.
God
So we'll just do
awaits
Fog
us.
real quickly.
Answer to
And he's dead. So it works quite quickly when we do this. In Merciless difficulty, really effective build to use. I've currently been doing about tier 6 maps with it, which is pretty good for level 77, and hopefully I'll be doing some higher tier maps with it for this great budget Totems build. So I'll just show you guys now the skill tree really quickly. Okay guys, so in the skill tree, what we've got here is, I started off in the Witch area. Now the reason why it works as a universal Totems build is, if you start in the actual Witch area, you can just get spell damage and the cast speed, spell damage, and then you've got your totem spell damage over here, life regeneration, more spell damage here. You can get your area damage if you're doing an area spell, like Blade 4 totems, or you don't need to get that if you're not getting an area spell. Works pretty good, I think, also with shockwave totems. And then got life, got elemental damage here, got more totem damage, and the dual totems up there, which is pretty cool too. And then we come down here. The reason why I've come down here is we pick up these shield nodes over here. So we've got that extra defense there. We've also got the shield nodes over here for extra defense and extra resistances. Now, because we're using magic items, resistances might be a little bit of a problem for you guys. That's why we've got all these nice resist all nodes. So over here I've got 10%, 12% increased all elemental resistances. When I've got a shield, I've also got 12% increased elemental resistances, 8%, 8%. Down here I've got another 15%. So my elemental resistances are pretty damn good. I think I'm maxed out. Yeah, I'm over max, so it's good, you know, effective, works well. Last thing I like to point out is cheap shield. You want a shield that's really cheap. I don't know why, but Lionized Remorse is like maybe 1 chaos, 2 chaos. Doesn't even cost much, so cheap. Easy drop, that drops all the time for players, so they can sell it for a relatively cheap price. 30% chance to block. High armor, high life, has everything you pretty much need on a shield. Fantastic shield for this build. So when we pick up the shield nodes over here, it gives us an extra 4,000 armor, which is fantastic for our armor. And that's basically the build, guys. Just when you get your gear, make sure you get high life, high resistance gear. Magic items is cool. You don't have to always have magic items. I think on this build I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magic items. So I've got 7 magic items. So that's like 135, 140 maybe increased damage, which is great, you know, and pretty high life, you know, as long as I've got high life, It's pretty good. I think, yeah, 4,276 life. You know, I can work on that a bit more. Gear's pretty shit, like 44 life on this armor. I crafted that like very quickly, very easily, and it wasn't a problem at all. I think that's everything, guys. With your links, you want maybe cast when damage taken, increased duration with Immortal Core, and Enfeeble. You know, it's not going to be a lifesaver, but it will help a little bit. Cast and damage taken, and I've got all the Flame Golem here, Race Spectre, Animate Weapon. You know, I've just got all these little summon things. I summon all these things up because when you use dual totems, your actual skills don't do damage, but your minions, they'll still do damage, and they can also take a bit of the mobs, will attack them. You know, so it takes a little bit of the damage away from you, so you don't always get all the mobs coming after you, which is a good thing as well. Stone of Lazarus, of course, for the extra block chance. I think our block chance is chance to block spells at 21%, chance to block attacks at 41%, so pretty decent defense. It's a good defensive thing to have for a cheap build, you know. And that's my build, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed a beginner's totem build. If you guys haven't played totems, this is as simple as it gets, as cheap as it gets, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll try and be out with more videos soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Lucas D. See you later.